Hi students, welcome back. Hopefully you are safe, hopefully you're thawed out, hopefully you have electricity, and hopefully you have water that you can actually drink. So I just want to take a moment to say how excited I was and how fabulous your designs were last unit. Your thumbnails of direction, anomaly, family, asymmetrical balance, symmetrical balance, they were absolutely fabulous. I was blown away. I mean, the craftsmanship, the organization, the really interesting designs, I just thought they were absolutely fabulous. And you got some really, I have some really, really good designers out there. So hopefully you will like my next section. Is all going to be about color. We're going to be working the next few weeks on color. This week is going to be all about the psychology of color. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. You can read it for yourself, but I've kind of applied it to a project. It's called the Superhero Project. And I'm going to run through it a little bit and tell you a little bit about it. This whole section is about the psychology of color and how you feel when you look at different colors. Different colors mean different things. They can make you, feel different, see things in a different way. Let me just go through here. It can be inherited, like where you were brought up, what part of the country, what part of the world. It can be inherited. It can be learned. It can be geographic. So for instance, maybe you had a first grade teacher that had a green sweater. Well, maybe that teacher was really mean and you just really did not like that teacher, and you associate that color with her. So every time you see green, it might not be your favorite color because it reminds you of this teacher. So it's just really, really good. Color is just really crazy, and it's really, really interesting when you know more about it. And to find out why different advertisers, interior designers, restaurants choose the colors they do, because it's all how you make the viewer and the customer feel about your color. So it varies with income. Read through this. It's really, really interesting. Color is the first element a customer responds to when they see a product. And I go through and I list all the different colors, the main colors, and it talks about how colors make you feel and what they mean. For instance, when you think of blue, who wears blue? Usually a policeman does. It makes you very, very, very safe, very peaceful. But then on the other hand, it can make you feel very, very sad. They'll go through here pretty quick, and it's really interesting. Red, Valentine's Day, it's a very sexual color. It makes you feel a different way. I mean, it's just a really, really interesting color. I see a little typo here. I'm going to have to fix that in my final project. I'm glad I'm actually going over this because I must have cut and pasted something, because that should be red. So don't worry about it. It is going to be changed in your final program. It's like, what is that? But anyway, okay, let's go to, there's everything about red. Okay, yellow. That is a pukey looking yellow, but it kind of defaults to this. I mean, if you know anything about color on a computer, it's limited to like 128 colors. So sometimes it just isn't is what you think it is. But probably could maybe change that a little bit too. But yellow is the most attention-getting color, and it's the hardest on your eyes. So just think of the sun. Okay. So if you go into a crowded room and everybody has different colors on, your eye would definitely go to the person who's wearing yellow. Okay, so it's right here. It says, in a group of various colored objects, you will see yellow first. Also in a painting, usually yellow is a warm color. It comes forward where cool colors recede. It's also a warm color, a very warm color. So let's go through here. Green, nature, the natural world, good luck, health, a symbol of fertility. Just go through it because it's really interesting. Okay, I'm going to go through orange. A lot of fast food restaurants uses orange, It's an aid in attracting people who want to indicate affordability in the case of fast food. So it's a very, very active, very fast color too. Okay, let's go down. There's a pukey orange too. Okay, purple. When you think of purple, you kind of think of madness, nightmares, and the occult, but it's also associated to power, leadership, respect, and wealth. One of the reasons it's associated with wealth, it's one of the most expensive colors to produce. So that's why royalty really likes that color, because I guess they're the only people that had the money to pay for it in the early ages. So let's go through brown. Brown, you think, is a very natural color. This is kind of interesting. Excellent color around food. You eat and drink brown. You drink beer. You think of the environment, but it can also make you sad because summer is leaving and fall is coming. Things are dying. Black is a very, very strong color. It has a lot of dignity and sophistication. If you were going to an interview, black is a very powerful color, but also it represents treacherous characters such as Dracula, witchcraft, and death. So it can mean many, many different things. White, purity, innocence. Gray is a very creative color. I don't know how many people's gone to IKEA lately, but my gosh, I mean, the big thing now is light gray kitchen cabinets. And it's supposed to be a very, very good color to paint your walls right now. It's, also, it's the only color in which you see no after image. Let me tell you what an after image is. An after image is, okay, so if you took a white sheet of paper and you drew a red dot, and then you slipped a white piece of paper underneath it. So if you stared at this red dot over and over and over, then pulled the top sheet away, the after image would be green. Red and green are complementary colors, and colors are always looking for their complement. It's kind of a fun little experiment, and it's crazy. When I first heard that, and I go, oh yeah, right. But yep, it's true. Okay, so let's get to the superhero project. First thing you're going to do, it's only going to be a 3-page PowerPoint project. First of all, slide 1, you're going to select your favorite superhero. You're going to download a pic of them, and you're going to tell about the superpowers of your superhero. Okay? And when you copy and paste your image from Google or wherever you're going to get it from, do not stretch it or pull it. Do not skew it. So for instance, don't draw a box on your PowerPoint and then import it into that box. Always drag your image from the desktop. That's what I do. Please do not squish it. I always have like 25% of the students that have it squished, or, it's got this, the Incredible Hulk that looks like, they weigh 90 pounds or something. Really do not skew it, and hopefully you have an eye for that. The second slide, you're going to talk about the color that your superhero wears, and tell how the color relates to the psychology of color. So go back in your presentation and you can refer and apply the psychology of the color behind it and why they wear those colors. Okay, number 3, sketch a non-existing enemy, villain, or arch nemesis. This is totally made up. You're not getting an existing character. You're going to make it up, and you don't have to be fantastic at drawing. I will show you an example that, no, they wasn't the artist, but it's all the thought behind it, and kind of describe it and sketch it, okay? Make sure too, when you put your superhero image on your PowerPoint, make sure it's nice and big. Do not put a competing template. I like white pages. Just gray or white pages in the background, nothing flashy. It's all about your work, okay? So slide 1, it's going to be there's Superwoman, and you talk about Superwoman has human strength, flight, and speed. She also has a lasso of truth, but makes you tell the truth. Okay, you're talking all about the hero, okay? Next, you're going to talk about the colors that your superhero wears. That's where you go back and you pull from the presentation. Okay. Let's see. Okay. The made up villain that's the arch nemesis of Superwoman is Viperous. The colors are black, white, and purple. She's very, very scary. She can turn cold and start spinning, creating powerful storms, lightning, powerful blinding winds, and tornadoes that cause mass destruction. Black brings death to people, and she is very unhappy. Explains why she wants to hurt people. White, she's very cold, never being happy with people, and she feels empty inside. Purple, she's very mad, and when people think of her, they have a nightmare. Fabulous description, totally made up. There is no Viperous around, at least I didn't think. I don't think so. I did not Google it, but I'm sure not. Okay, so here's a picture of Viperous. Not a great artist, but I think it's kind of fun. I mean, she has a little tornado behind it. One thing, though, is when you take pictures of your artwork, I suggest maybe taking it outside, so it's nice and bright, not in the direct sunlight. Because if you send me an image that is so dark, it's hard for me to share it with other students because it's just too dark, okay? So I want you to have fun with this, okay? So let's do a little recap, okay? When you talk about your, on every single page, bullet point, please. They say, hi, bullet point everything, how everything's simple. I don't want to read a paragraph. Do not cut and paste stuff from other people's words. Use large text. No decorative fonts. See, I have no serif on here. This is called sans serif. Make it very blocky. Do not have a script. Don't make it fancy. Do not take away from what the presentation is all about, okay? No decorative backgrounds, no templates. Keep it black or gray. Make sure the text is readable. Yeah, you can do a spell check too. Villain needs to be drawn, not pulled from Google. Recap. Slide 1, find a photo of your favorite superhero, list superpowers. Slide 2, list favorite superheroes' colors and what the colors mean. Slide 3, sketch and name a non-existing enemy, villain, or arch nemesis. List colors, superpowers, and what they mean. Okay. Project due date. It is not the 21st. I will have this corrected. It's glad I kind of went over this. I saw a couple little things here. Project is due February 28th. 1 week, okay? Presentations need to be turned in by downloading a superhero, downloading into the superhero assignment folder. Presentations must be in PowerPoint format, okay? Also, I just want to brag again what a fabulous job everybody did last week, and I really look forward to seeing this project. It's a pretty easy one, but don't stress on drawing, for heaven's sakes. You know, just do your best. I don't care if it's stick figures, for heaven's sakes. You know, I'm sure it's not hard to draw a cape, or if you want to trace a cape from something else, that's absolutely fine. If you're like really advanced and you have Procreate or something on your iPad, you can use it. I don't care. Use a pencil. Make sure it's in color. This is a color project. Pull out your paint or your color pencils or whatever you have. Okay? So I will talk to you soon. Have a great week and good luck on this project. Talk to you soon.